An important thing to include is that this book is not only from the author's experiences. He also wrote about the pain that he saw from others while he was in the facility. This song is related to the character known only as T. This was T's seventh suicide attempt since coming to the program. He had tried pills, knives, whatever he could find. A topic not often brought up when conversion therapy is mentioned is that there are extreme negative psychological effects caused by love in action. It is estimated that there were approximately 20 to 30 cases of suicide as a result of the LIA program, although it is difficult to say exactly. This is why the song applies to the issue that T faced. The following lyrics point out the struggles that so many face and how it is necessary to demand change.
Push me and I'll push back. I'm done asking ID man from a nation under God. I feel its love like a cattle prod. I'm born free but still they hate. I'm born mean or I can't change. It's always darkest just before the dawn. So stay awake with me. Let's prove them wrong. Make it stop. Let this end. 18 years pushed to the ledge. It's come to this. A weightless step. On the way down singing. Whoa. The cold river washed him away. But how could we forget? The gathering saw candles, but not their tongues. And too much blood has flowed from the wrist of the children's shame for those they chose to kiss. Who will rise to stop the blood? We're calling for, insisting on a different beat, yeah, a brand new song.
Dark Days is perhaps the best example of a song that represents a theme in the book in general and not a specific scene. Throughout the book, the author had to come to terms with who he was. It was a gradual process, and Dark Days represents it. The following lyrics show how the author eventually started on a path of self acceptance, which included the realization that he and Chloe were not a relationship that was meant to happen, and that he had to be genuine to himself.
I need to find a way to put this trouble behind us. Can't spend my life in shame, making love in these dark days.
The part of the book that this song represents is arguably the climax of the story. The author was told to sit across from an empty chair and speak to it as if his father was there. He was supposed to blame his father for his sin. After sitting there, he said, "I'm not angry. I don't understand why I have to be angry." Page 323. Smid, as well as his assistant, demanded that Conley comply. Yet he wouldn't. He held no hate for his father. He only held hate for the situation that he was in. This is where King for a Day ties in. Although the song is specifically about a negative relationship, it can be interpreted as a person being fed up with the situation that they were in. This is expressed by
Think about it, well, I did. Now I don't wanna feel a thing anymore. I'm tired of begging for the things that I want. I'm oversleeping like a dog on the floor. Imagine living like a king someday. A single night without a ghost in the walls. And if the beat shakes the earth underground, we'll start a new revolution now.
Jared Conley was fed up. Although he was in the LIA program for less than 2 weeks, he couldn't handle it anymore, so he left. Every step gave me more and more strength until somehow I was sprinting through the hallway. Page 324. He took his life in his own hands. He refused to have others decide what his future would be. In this way, he would truly be free. Unfortunately, that feeling of euphoria didn't last. As Conley's mother drives him home after his leaving of LIA, he gives up. He tries to break open the airbag in front of him. I wanted the bag to inflate, to knock me back as far as it could. I wanted T's pain, S's shame, J's anger. I wanted the obliteration of every nerve connected to my skin. And it was only then that his mother realized that it had to be over. He couldn't put her son through something like LIA. She decided at that moment that it was much better to have a gay son than a dead one. Some may consider this to be the conclusion, yet it is not, and this is where Disenchanted comes in. It's a melancholy song about growing up and accepting that you were lied to and used. The song shows the sad story that plays out in the book. He was forced to go through something traumatic, yet he was told that it was for his own good, and even years later, his short stay at LIA still affected him. For a while, he was unable to maintain relationships because no one is going to get close enough to hurt me. It took years for him to undo less than 2 weeks at LIA, and although he now lives happily married in New York City, not all are as lucky. Perhaps they ended up like T, scared and broken, feeling as if they had no future, or maybe like Conley driving back with his mother, angry at his life and ready to give up, or like so many that took their own lives because of love in action. Not everyone had a happy ending. Hate will never equal love.
Well, I was there on the day they sold the cards for the queen, and when the lights all went out, we watched our lives on the screen. I hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing. It was a lie when they smiled and said you won't feel a thing. And as we ran from the cops, we laughed so hard it would sting. Yeah, yeah. This is for the snakes and the people they bite, for the friends I've made, for the sleepless nights, for the warning signs I've completely ignored. There's an amount to take, reasons to take more. It's no big surprise you turned out this way when they closed their eyes and prayed you would change, and they cut your hair and sent you away. You stopped by my house the night you escaped. With tears in my eyes, I begged you to stay. You said, hey man, I love you, but no fucking sure that we could find something for you to do on stage. Maybe shake a tambourine, or when